All right, and we are live. What's up, YouTube? Been a while, been a while, been a while. I know this is very, very unexpected for y'all to see, but we're back doing the live streams over here on YouTube some. So we're going to have a blast. We're going to have a good time. What we're doing today is we are going to take a first look at Mall Simulator 2025 Prologue. Would like to thank Keymailer for this key and the makers of Mall Simulator 2025. And I've got the game muted right now in the stream because there is some music to it that I am hearing, which absolutely terrifies me. Even though I can tell it's probably kind of like the AI stuff. You can only set the sound volume like this. I would like it if you could set it for, you know, sound and music. That's just my thought on it. I haven't looked at this game. I haven't played this game. I've not done anything with it. So we are going to off the rip. We're gonna just see how it goes. So for those of you that are gonna watch this after the live stream, I appreciate you all. And for the ones in the live stream, I appreciate you all too. This is a very, very unexpected thing I'm doing. So we'll play this by ear and see how this goes. I'm going to also pop out the chat so I can see it, because I don't care too much about seeing some of the stuff, but I do care about seeing the chat box for the stream, because I don't know if it's going to work if I do multi-chat for. Okay, see, that's going to put in read all my. I don't want that, so we're not going to do that. So we're just going to do, like I said, I'm going to pop that up right there. Put the live chat up. This is way different, like I said, than anything I normally do. But, oh well. So, thankfully, there's no music in the game. But like I said, there was music in the little first part, the little menu screen. So, this game right here, welcome to Mall Simulator 2025 Prologue. Grow your mall from scratch, expand it, offer hundreds of products and services. Every decision you make affects your visitor numbers and satisfaction. Get your income and cost balance right to avoid bankruptcy. That tells me bankruptcy is going to be a very big thing in here. So, hope I don't break it. I may break it. We don't know. But it literally tells me good luck, boss. Click on your mall sign to save the name. We're going to name this Zen Mall. And we're going to put it in my favorite shade of blue. I like blue. There we go. So we got that now. Open your first shop in the store area. Okay, that is smooth feeling, even on my dirt old PC. Okay, this is going to have to be closer. What I wonder is, how does it look? That is my question of how the stream looks. So we're going to do that right there. And I appreciate people already pressing the like button. Y'all are legends. So we're going to do that. Oh, so we've only got 3K in our hands. And okay. This is nice. I kind of like this. I don't know why, but like the movement, and I know this is weird to hear someone say in a game that's literally a simulation game, but the movement, I just love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this to where I can see things a little bit better here, because there's some things I really don't quite care about seeing. Like I said, I do though want to pay attention to chat when y'all come in. Just let everyone know that was my wife saying that the child was watching the live stream, so she was probably the one that pressed the like button and was the only viewer at that moment. Shout out to the child, even though you should be sleeping. It's time to go sleep. You have school tomorrow. So even though I appreciate you watching, stop it. You can watch tomorrow. It'll be in the VODs. Yes, in the year 2025, you have to get on to your children for watching your live streams and get on to them live. We live in the technology world, folks. We live in the technology world. This is the world we live in. Order your first products for your store. I guess we're going to go with tank top. Oh. Because I don't want to go bankrupt. I'm going to do that. Okay, they get delivered right outside. Okay. Oh, the label is above. Wait a minute. I applaud any game that does the market price 10% round. I applaud you for doing that. Absolutely applaud you. Wait for your first customers. So I have to say, good job on that. You just made me a very happy person. So, and the fact that I got this game running on high and it doesn't look bad so far on my stream, from what I can tell, it's I'm so used to games running like absolute garbage with my PC, because you have to keep in mind, I'm one of those creators that has a 5-year-old PC. This computer right here is still running a 1660 Super. So I love that you make this available for people like me. Here's the big question. We can actually do another thing I love, and that's use my 10 key. You again made me very happy. I am confused. So do I have to do 44? Oh, I'm an idiot. He bought 2. There we go. It helps to read people, and I do not do a good job at that. Okay, I'm out of shirts, so we're going to take care of that. And this shirt has a cat on it. So we're going to buy it too. Give me a second, y'all. Did I mess up? Is the question. I cannot place it here. The fact that you let me place it here, again, I love you for doing that. Good job. Take the card. Oh, now we get to do cash. Okay, so now we get to see the cash aspect. Simple. Boom, done. He's got a card. $77 for a cat t-shirt. I approve. Because the fact that I can make $154 off of 2 t-shirts. You have put me in a area of heaven. And then now we're going to do this again. Tank top, cat t-shirt. Bye. Love that I don't have to throw away any boxes. I don't have to do anything weird or confusing. Yeah, they got cash. Done deal. So far, I'm liking this, and I'm not very far. Okay, that person was looking for something in particular. So I'm going to absolutely regret this in every form of fashion and possibly bankrupt me off the rip. But you know what, chat? And everybody at home watching afterwards, this is for science. Flip the switch in today. Okay, that's a simple way of doing that. This is a very, very fast pace. And look at all this stuff around here. So I'm guessing this is stuff in the future We can partake in supermarket, jeweler. This is, then you got areas back here to expand the mall. Oh, so in the full version, we'll have cleaning. 2 cat shirts. Okay, good to go on that. 10th receipt. As someone who appreciates achievements, I really, really, really do appreciate the Steam achievements. That's going to be big for people like me. Because not everyone likes achievements. Whoa, I did not pay attention to this. So they're going to have CCTV. Okay, so that possibly tells me in the future we got statistics, bill and rent. Oh, okay. At least it's not overly bad. Okay, so that's some of the stuff we can have and more. I like the word and more. Burger shop. This is a very in-depth prologue. I'm impressed. I am absolutely impressed with this. Let's see how many shirts we can stack up. No place. Okay, good to know. So we're going to G to drop. Pick up one. There we go. Pick up that. And then back to our customers. They're not getting mad right now about me doing other things because I'm the only worker here. I do appreciate games where the customers don't get mad that I'm having to do other things. This is nice. I really like this so far. And probably as we go on, I'll see some things that need to be improved and stuff. But as far as the quality and the playability on old PCs, I'm enjoying this, and we'll see how repetitive things get over time too. That's another thing I really want to see is how repetitive things will get, how grindy will this get. When is it going to get to the point that I have to have workers? I can think of sometimes I'll have to have workers. And there's machines. Oh my goodness. That's oh man. There is workers. Level 2. Good to know. The fact that I can add and there's licenses. Okay, yeah. This is good. This is what I want to see. We ran out of stuff. We ran out of like everything. When I say everything, we ran out of stock moves so quick in this. I love that on the boxes you've got the items. Oh, there's a whole storage room back here. So which means okay. Appreciate your patience. As someone who used to work in retail, seeing money just laying on top of the counter terrifies me. Love that. This game just plays so smooth. For this being just a prologue, it doesn't feel clanky. It looks good. I don't know. This probably shouldn't feel this way to me, but it does. Okay. And that makes me want to look at how's the stream health looking. Stream is healthy. Love seeing that. Wow. We might have us a good situation here. And for those of you wondering, this is a exclusive stream on YouTube. I do make content on other platforms. Lately, I've been doing a lot of live streams over on the TikTok, but I wanted to branch out and do something a little different and reawaken the YouTube channel, because I felt it's time. So I thought the best way to do this would to reach out to some people, some gaming companies on keymailer that would love to give it a older YouTuber a shot, that has done some deals in the past with some other companies on getting some review keys. So again, shout out to keymailer, shout out to the makers of this wonderful game that I'm playing so far. The fact that I've only had a few reservations on some things off the rip, and just enjoying this so far, I appreciate it. This is, like I said, a little new to me. Making content on YouTube and streaming on YouTube, it's absolutely terrifying to me. So for the fact that there's some companies out there and people out there that would, let me get the chance to get my feet wet again, I appreciate you. This does not go unnoticed. So I hope to definitely do more work with y'all in the future, and we'll just see how this goes. I plan on doing this once a week, over here on YouTube, and today just happens to be the day I'm doing this because tomorrow's my doctor's appointment. If they keep it on Mondays, which I hope so, you will start seeing me more on Sundays here. Just because the day before my doctor's appointment, I want to be on here live. Just because of it makes things a little easier for me on the back end. We didn't have stock. They got mad. But they didn't make me, feel too bad that they didn't have stock. So, W customers. Okay, that's another store able to be opened up. So that's the next one. I'm going to get some more money rolling on this. And then we're going to go ahead and get a worker after after I get some money rolling, because how much was it? Workers. Okay, good. Now, I wonder how often I have to pay that 1.5K. Is it daily? Is it, how does that, involve in the aspects of money? If that's the case, I want to make sure I'm making at least $1,000 a day to cover the cost. So I do think that's one thing I would like to see, is something saying what it is. That to me would be great. Because I know it's that amount, but like I said, knowing if it's daily or how many rounds it is would be great. Because it could be weekly. I don't know. If it's a game that involves trying to dodge bankruptcy, I want to know how I can dodge it. How much meat do I have on the bones? Um, 20. So I need to go ahead. So it only 1.5 for delivery. So that leaves, okay. I like how y'all had the balance and the remaining. That's a good idea. And the fact also that I can order after 2,200. I like that too. I like a little switch sound. There's several subtle things that I like in this game. Now let's pay attention to this. Satisfied customers, products not found, total customers. You got some more mall points. I like that I can see how many mall points I got. See, because I see staff costs, upgrade costs, billing and rent. So I also notice I did not pay my bills. How does that affect things? Like that. See, I see that I got several days left. So I've got to pay attention to that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy some more of those just because the simple fact of I know I'm going to need it. So open them back up. See how just smooth that feels? I know it probably looks weird me just gliding through, but okay, I can move that. That's good. These are very small buildings as far as the rooms, but I can expand the stores for, a certain amount of money that's not too overly priced. Now for me as a person that has to play these games at my desk because I am disabled. So life is difficult, very difficult. So I have to do things in life differently. So here's a few tests. And this is stuff most people don't have to deal with, but there is select people in this world of gaming that have this problem. I have what's called lymphedema, so I have to keep my feet propped up constantly. Is this controller supported? No, it is not. If I have one request, as odd as it may sound to you, there is some of us out here that rely a lot on playing games with a controller. At times, I would like to see more games in the simulation world have the option for controller. I use a basic Xbox controller. is what I use. It's just your basic. No, it don't have the paddles or nothing. It's just regular Xbox controller. I think it's Xbox One to be exact, but that's what I have. So if I could see some more accessibility, I know, like I said, I know it's a prologue, but it would be something great to see in the full version. Or if it's not in the full version, that, you know, it could be in an update coming up, because I do know there is simulation games out there that are starting to have it. So, and I'll be keeping an eye on it. Pocket Change surpassed $5,000 in total sales. Okay, that's a W. But that, like I said, is just a personal accessibility problem that I have. And I know not everybody has it. And I know, like I said, it's a weird thing to want. But there is people out there like me that crave games that have accessibility. So I didn't want that there. I can take that back. That is wonderful that when I took that back, the label disappeared. That's a W. So I'm going through a lot of money. I was like, can I take this off the bottom here? And I can. That's good. Because I want to keep things flowing. I want to keep things moving. And I'm hoping this is going to be a quick way to get to a quick way to get to having a cashier. $43. Card. And this stream that I'm doing over here on YouTube, I didn't even really tell anybody I was doing it. I didn't. I just press live and just see what organically was going to happen, because that's the big thing about YouTube, is things organically happening. Okay, with it being the end of the day, is this stock going to stay right here where it's at when I press this lever and go to the next day? I'm terrified. Okay. It is still there. That's good. Now, I like that it shows the due date. It shows when we're looking. I notice it does not show my balance. I know it's right there, but just if I'm gonna be paying attention, my brain needs less things to pay attention to. Okay. Let's see how this works out. Got a $5,000 basic loan with daily interest of 2%. Daily interest, okay. So the daily payment is $1,700, 3-day loan, but you can extend it out. So altogether in the return payment, you'll be paying $5,300. Okay. I like that it shows that. Oh, that hurts. So I am going to stay away from the loans because I don't like loans anyways. So we are going to we're going to stay away from those. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a box appears when that is good. That is smart. That is very, very smart. $1.3. This is going to hurt. Into a box. Okay, and I want to make sure again that I market price 10% round. Market price 10% round. Keep that on that level right there. That's what we want. And again, I applaud this game having this way of quick buttons for setting price. We need to see this more because it just makes things easier, and I like simplicity. I am a firm believer in keep it simple, stupid. That's just the way my brain works. So that's just what I like. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because I need the stock. Because I don't think we got anything in the back room. See, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. As long as I don't have a cashier, I am not going to use that back room. And as long as I can keep it here, it's staying there. That's where it's going to live. We're on day 5, mall level 2. The clock moves super fast. I've got a little wonder here. Okay. Can I save it? Okay, I can save it. I like that I can save the prologue. Time to shine. Your fashion, your rules. Late. I think that's supposed to say slay the day, but it's cut off. So, hello, sir. That made me happy. Couldn't find a jacket. They were looking specifically for the silk jacket. Okay. Now we're cooking with some money. They're wanting things we do not have license for. If you're going to have the wants and needs on here, I would like it to have it to where I don't get punished for things I'm nowhere near being able to get. Because I don't have that license unlocked. So the way my brain works is this right here. I should not have to worry about if I have an item or not if I don't have it unlocked. That should not be a worry in my brain if I don't have it. I love that they're buying these expensive jackets. And they are buying them like hotcakes. Again, As far, say they couldn't find that. I don't have the access to that. That is something, though, that can be easily be fixed in an update or before the full release. And do I expect really for the makers of the game to notice this? Absolutely not. I don't expect it. But if you do, definitely let me know if you're in the stream or if you're watching this after the fact that it's, you know, in the VOD and stuff. You know, in the comment section. I do like when companies do that. I've had some companies in the past. I've had some do that. And when I say it makes my day, every time, it makes my day. I love how simple, quick, I can get things stocked. Y'all are making me happy with that. Okay, I was wondering how that worked. I like that I can fix my mess ups. It took me a little searching for it, but I found it. It wasn't that hard to find. It was a basic way of doing it. Again, I like simplicity. As the old saying goes, keep it simple, stupid. So, another one of these, two of these, two of these. Bam. There's my stop. Stay there. It didn't stay there. I'm going to try this just for science. Don't get stolen. None of you. Don't get stolen. Products not found 7. Again, this is what I was talking about when I said products that I have no access to unless I get the license. I shouldn't worry about it. Because now that's 7 products they cannot find that are mostly because I don't even have them unlocked yet. And there's no way to get to that point anytime soon. Okay. When the boxes fall, oh, the print's on the other side. Oh. So I don't know what's what. All because the way it fell. Oh. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be a little cheeky with it. And I'm going to separate things based off of where they're at. Hello, sir. I like that once it has the change there, it clicks itself. I don't have to worry about it. See, I'm having to stretch because I don't have access to my controller on this game. So I'm having to do things a little uncomfortable. Like I said, it's just a me problem. But it is a good quality of life for accessibility. And could set you up in the future as a game to be on a console. As difficult and strenuous and sometimes useless it may feel. I'm not seeing customers. Here we go. I was like, what did I do wrong? And always remember, chat, keep hydrated, stay hydrated. And how long I play this on stream sometimes can also reflect how much fun I'm having. Growth Spurt reached $10,000 in total sales. Again, love Steam achievements. This is a game. I don't know how long I'm gonna play it. Just because in some ways I'm really enjoying myself. In others, I'm physically feeling uncomfortable. But again, like I've said a bajillion times at this point, that is a me problem. But as a game developer, the more ways you can make your game accessible, the better off you are. I was hoping that was that shirt. Day's almost over with. Bam. We're making good money. I'm scared to do it, but I really want that worker. But they have me very terrified when they say, stay away from bankruptcy. Which means it can easily happen and everything you do can have a cause and an effect. Which I love that. Put in the door, serve a total of 100 customers. Good, good, good. If y'all randomly see a cat walking behind me, that is our lovely cat Sherbert. I feel like she's currently watching and stalking someone down the hallway. But that's what Sherbert does best. She is the most useless guard cat. And will probably never catch mice because we feed her too much. And which is kind of fine. So I don't have to worry about waking up at 3 a.m. to her trying to feed me, you know, because cats like to help feed their loved ones by, you know, giving them a dead rat or a dead bird. So I am very happy that she doesn't do that. Because if I woke up at 3 a.m. with a random dead animal in my room, I would not be happy. And everybody in the whole neighborhood would know. So let's look at some things here. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go 4. Yeah. There, that's there and it's not falling. Don't get stolen. Don't get stolen. Y'all just stay there. Next day. That makes me very sad seeing products not found. I'm a perfectionist. Oh, like that is a good thing to see. Parking meters. How big is this building? This can grow pretty good size. That makes me happy. I forgot to pay the bills yesterday. Now, I'm really, you know what? Hiring your first employee. You're very snazzy dressed. See, I'm having to put my feet down for a little while because I'm stretching my arms too much. Like I keep saying, that's just a me problem. But I feel like it's something that can be figured out in my mind as far as controllers. You, sir, are going to be a lifesaver. Nice shoes. Now, I like the word "and more" with workers. I do like that. So there is. I want to though let this keep working smoothly, and it looks like it's doing well. Does it tell me how? Okay, it does tell me. I just don't read. That's just simple. I don't read. I couldn't find the jeans. I'm sad. Now that he's here, what can we look at? Okay. So that's things. I like that. I like that. Things so far are working fairly decent. Oh. Make sure I keep my cat shirts in stock. Have to do that. I'm very curious, longevity wise, to see how, because like I said, I've seen a lot of creators make the move over to YouTube, and I am very curious to see how this goes. Oh. I don't like the way he stared at me. That shirt is, that shirt's floating. Mm. I feel like there was something I could click. Oh, showcases as the wish list. I wish. Okay, I see the G to drop, but I would love to have an option to not just drop a box, but place a box. Because right now, I do not have certain things. Like I don't use stock room. Let's just be honest. I don't have the stock room because I don't have certain things like, and I seen that it was available to be in the storage shelf. I really like that in the prologue. That'd be so nice, but it's fine. At least I have things to use. Okay. We have items. We've got stock. Here is the test. See? That means they're going to charge me that a day. That would have been good to know how often that is. That would have been really good to know. Because right now I feel like I need an adult. But my question is how, and I know this is something stupid to wait this late to look at, but that's because I'm a perfectionist. And I hate not seeing certain things that I would like to be able to see. And that's just because the way my brain works. Okay, it will show that. Now, activity feed. Oh. Let me drop down some of these boxes here. Is this going to work the way I'm hoping it? For those of you wondering what I'm doing, it's supposed to make sense on my end, but y'all will not see any change. Now, we will see over time if I can see that information. And supposedly it will. My question is, it did connect. Now, it is showing. Okay, the recommended bit rate of 128. So let me see if I can set that. And I can't because I am live. Wait, it's set to 160. It's set to 160. That's fine. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. And like I said, this is stuff y'all won't see on y'all's end, but I will see on mine. That's just me trying to get used to streaming over here on YouTube and doing things the way I want to do it. This employee right now is pretty good. The W employee chat. W employee. I feel like we need to do something to kind of spice things up with I feel like there's something I need to do. Like that's just the way my brain works. Getting rid of some of these boxes here. This is fine. This is totally fine. My thing is, I just wanted to make sure that the audio's coming through clear and all that good stuff. Again, that's just me being a perfectionist. I can't help it. Especially when it comes to me doing things for other people, like with these review keys. I like to be able to keep things a certain way. Again, that's a me issue. Now now we'll see how this goes. Now this I did just share the street. Now we'll be able to tell some stuff. I've seen how to do it without, and I want to see how it is with it. Okay. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Now we're cooking. And the stream does not look like a month-old potato from what I can tell. Seeing the game as optimized as it is, that, and I have played some games, some simulation games to where things do look like a month-old potato. So not seeing that happen makes me a very happy creator. Which in turn will make very happy viewers, and which in turn means they might possibly like what they see and then ask about the game and all that good stuff. But we're going to try, like I said, some different things. I know people have been very, very excited and wanting me to do live streams on YouTube for quite some time. I used to do this quite a bit, but then I stopped. And I do not want to be doing that anymore. I went ahead and I brought the chat up a different way so I can test my software to see if anything works. Because sometimes with the way YouTube works, it does not work very well with certain things. Like, okay, they only charged me $50 for staff cost. So that must have been the initial purchase, and then it's $50 a day. I assume it again. It does not make it very clear to me. Go ahead and pay my bills so the bill man don't get me. It did not to me make it very clear. It just says cashier, and then it had the price. Knowing up front if what costs per day and stuff would be very, very beneficial. Because I paid his contract was over $1,000. It was like 1.3, 1.5K, somewhere around there. So his contract was that much. I didn't know if it was going to be every day. I was hoping not. But now that from what I can tell, it's just $50 a day. We're cooking. We are cooking. We're making good money. I'm fisting to unlock some stuff. Bye. Oh dear God. That's expensive. But gosh, they pay a lot for that stuff. Holy bejesus. Good thing we're still doing good on everything else, because, oh boy, it's going to take a while. I got a shirt. Went to silk jacket. Sure. Gosh, that hurt. I'm always not wanting to spend that much money. Oh boy. Um, we're about to be making some money, chat. Oh boy. That's what I'm talking about. We fist to make it rain. They just purchased one of those, I'm gonna be happy. He just picked up a $209 jacket. We're doing like some Aeropostale pricing here. $170 for a pair of jeans. Okay. Okay. I do like that they come in a box of 10. That's a way to make me happy. Box of 10. Y'all have a nice day. Again, $50. And almost $1,000 in profit. Quickly open up here. The next thing I guess it's wanting to open up is like, I assume like a sports market. But I would rather work through this. $22,000. He gonna be making some good money. This is what I'm talking about. How much does like it? 18K for an expansion. Not bad. It's not bad at all. Glad I don't have to buy a lot of boxes of some of this stuff. I'd be crying myself to sleep. But every time I see somebody purchase one of those silk jackets, I get a little warm, tingling feeling inside. And every time somebody buys a $170 pair of pants, it makes me happy. I'm going to have to buy those two things, though. Starting to get low on them. People really love their tank tops. I was like, why does it feel like it's just balancing in midair? It just felt like it. It really wasn't. That is. Making some good purchases here. Making some good lead way. We start running out of some stuff like jeans and stuff. I'm gonna have to make a purchase of some of the higher end stuff. Many people want them $110 jackets. We get a lot of them. A lot of them. I had to put a pair of jeans, the Dubai shirts, and we're just gonna leave it at that. I'm just doing this to keep a stock going, keep it flowing. That's all. That's the only reason I bought them. But it's after 2,200. We're still getting customers in. I'm thinking that's the last customer. Okay, yeah. $2,500 profit. Let's just keep things rolling, shall we? Let me go ahead and play Stretch Armstrong. Put my legs back up and stretch across to get to my keyboard. Okay. Still doing decent on stock. They're buying some really expensive stuff. But I'm nowhere near. I might do that. Where did that go? Okay. There, y'all get drinks. There, now people get drinks. Now we need that, 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 and that. She just kicked my box. Disappear. Okay, we're making good progress. I assume. I do like that this is a game I can kind of get into a little bit of a trance in. But I don't like that it's something I can get in a trance in. This is very nice though how this game just feels. This feels like I hoped it would. So, how much is this? 3K. Because I'm always so terrified I'm gonna make the wrong decision, I'm gonna wait on that. Even though we're doing amazing on how much we're making. Even though that didn't look like we made a lot, it's because I paid so much money for the machine. Pay the bills. See, I paid 1.2K for the machine. Now they got the cola and the buzz. Okay, there is other license for that. What does it mean by E to collect $28? Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Already made $30 off the machine? That's what I like to see. We need some more of those. Is there anything else we just drastically need? There. Okay. Got the jeans. Don't have to worry about those. Okay, got the shirt. This is doing well. Which the way I am terrifies me. I'm always the type that hopes for the best but expects the worst. So to see me, staying away from bankruptcy in the game and things just moving at a good pace absolutely terrifies me. This is a good passive income. I love games that have an aspect of where you can have passive income. That makes me very, very happy to be able to have a passive income. That's one of the reasons I like YouTube. Gives me a chance in the future to have a passive income. Because a lot of places, after the stream's over with, that's just it. That's all you see out of it. With YouTube, I see opportunities for people to come back and watch VODs or see how it went and see how and see when they can see it again or see something else live. I'm going to try to, as much as possible, to keep doing this on Sundays at around the same clock, which is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think that's a good time to do it based off of my current life. Now, as far as from visibility standpoint, it's probably not good. But with as many people that can watch YouTube on their phone, on their TV, I think it would be beneficially longevity wise to do it. This is what we're doing. Now, can things change and evolve over time? Of course. But right now, at this current second, this current minute, this current day, that's how things look. Pay the bills. I think it's interesting being able to see the security cameras. That tells me in the future that is going to be something needed. Mall design. So we know that's supermarket. We know that's jeweler. Based off of what I'm looking at, the only thing I can assume this is wait, was it trying to click it through the screen here? It was. So that's a glitch. For some reason, I'm able to click things through the tablet. See? And that was my way of testing it. That is a bug in the Prologue, but again, that's something that can be fixed. I just wanted to bring it aware to, especially if the developer watches this later and or even now, they see that I found something. That's the reason they give us these review copies to display the game, but also if we see bugs, let them know. Because not every game is perfect. So, what am I going to... I'm trying to make a decision what I'm going to buy next. I'm running out of those quick, so I might as well just go ahead and buy that. Check this machine here. We are making quite a bit of a good headway on this machine. We're going to make our money back on this passive income drink machine in no time. We still got people coming in. Oh, I just realized something I'm going to hate, though. I'm going to hate having to go back and forth and stock these places. Wait a minute. That's going to suck. That's where things are going to pick up and change in an instant. Just because I'm curious, what do the cars look like? Okay. Now, are they just going to stand here and wait till I leave? Or how does this work? Yeah, everybody, I know I'm being a creeper. Okay, that's interesting. The method of them getting in and out of vehicles is a little interesting. Made $4,000 profit. That may seem like a lot of money, but in a game like this, it's absolutely nothing. I was trying to put that there. Again, that's where a button to place things would be great. To place boxes. I'm fisting to be a little daring. Because we are doing a little too well. Okay. There. More drinks. Now I'm going to double check my stock here, see what we're looking like. I think we're doing okay. I just went and bought one of everything. All because it doesn't hurt. I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this box. Place it. I'm gonna go jeans. We're good. I know it's very disorganized, but I don't care. Upper Room Podcast Legend, how you doing? Yes, I know it's odd seeing me here, but I'm starting to do review keys again. And so this may be something you start seeing a lot more on Sundays. I'm still going to do things on TikTok on like Fridays and Saturdays, but Sundays I'm going to try to make sure that this is the place to be. That's my idea. Lady just pushed me. So far though, this has been a good vibe. I like this. It's been pretty fun over here. I just don't know what the lag is in between when I talk and when you see it. That's what I do not know. They're buying quite a bit of stuff. That may be a bad idea, but towards market. Actually, okay, it's different sections. So I'm gonna start this off recklessly. A lot of money for a football. This is making me have to buy another one of these, isn't it? That was not what I had planned. But here we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Place it down. I'm very terrified of how this is going to end up. Okay, Jesus. Yeah, this is gonna hurt me a lot more than it's gonna hurt them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. The switch has been flipped. I'm sitting up in the chair. Now we're locking in a little bit. I think we're going to rename this Legend Wear. Based off of my merch line. This feels weird. This is going to take some getting used to. Okay, this is where things get a little stressful. I appreciate you, Legend. I know you did not expect me to be here. But you know me, I'm always working on stuff. Gotta keep pushing and gotta keep changing things up. And whenever opportunities knock, you take them. Like I said, I'm still going to be over there on TikTok on Fridays and Saturdays, but I'm going to try to be here on Sundays. It never hurts to change things up. Oh, the Nightbot thing's working. I didn't even know I had Nightbot on this. Wait a minute. I had no clue. That's good to know. Okay. Things are getting a little stressful. That reality's starting to hit. Exceed $50,000. Ooh, in total sales. You know what? I need this. Oh, God. We got an employee now here. Because I refuse to be running circles trying to keep up with both stores. And I have a cashier on both of them. I was wondering when things were going to start picking up. Now we're getting here. You already know how these games get. There's a certain point in the game where things get really, really, really fast paced. We have definitely reached that point. I need to clothing store products. Get one of those. Get one of those. I didn't really start feeling the pressure until I opened up the second store. Okay, those are separate things. So am I going to have to? Yep. There's that glitch I was talking about earlier. If you're in front of something and you have your tablet out, it will click whatever's behind it. In this case was the vending machine. Movement on this game is you get from point A to point B really quick, and I appreciate that. Some of these games, it just seemed like you don't get nowhere in a hurry. Flip switch. Still made $3,000 in profit after spending over $5,000. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I want to see. Not that I spent that much money, but that even though I did spend that much money, I made money in the long run. So where is things working towards next? Is it okay? Level 3. Level 3, including full version. Level 4, full version, expand mall, including full version. At least in the prologue, they give us a good amount of stores and things to do off the front end. I respect that. That way you get a good feel of the game before you buy it. And as somebody doing these prologues and review keys, that's what we ask for. And I'm going to go ahead and buy one of each of all that stuff just because I'm going to need it. And then over at this store, I'm going to just buy as much as I can. That hurt. That kind of hurt a little, but I'm the only one stocking these. Man, you see what you just did to my boxes. Lord have mercy. People these days just don't have no respect. Now I gotta look through these for one item. Oh, I don't see my expensive jackets. By expensive jackets, I mean $209 coats. Yeah. Yeah, you read that right. $209 coats. We making money here. I'll put that there. Okay. It definitely has an option for like a hyperspeed. Okay. We got the different colored. Okay. That's fine. Teach their, you know. Why was there one shoe? You know what? I'm not going to ask that question. The fact that they're paying $198 for one shoe. I thought they were buying them in pairs. Who's buying one shoe? I mean, I'm happy because I get more money, but who's buying one shoe? Who's doing that? Who's buying just one shoe? One shoe for almost $200. They're not selling them by the pair. They're selling them a shoe a piece. So you mean to tell me to buy a pair, I got to buy two shoes? And so a pair of shoes is $400. Or a pair of Temu Nikes. Appreciate you, Room. I really do. I'll be honest, I didn't even know the chat was working. until you came in and said hello. We're doing good on stock so far. I've already been playing this long. See what I mean? This is the game I got invested in and locked in now for almost 2 hours. That's what I want. Man, she just got robbed. She just got robbed. Unless they're stacking on top of each other. Unless they're stacking on top of each other. She just got robbed and bought one shoe. W passive income. About one of those. That's what we're going to buy. Get this over here. Put everything up there. Drop it. Pick it up. That was just in time. we looking here? Don't look like we're doing too bad in this store. Don't look like we're doing too bad at all. I'm happy about that. So we need to buy shirts. That you like this game? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I like the mall aspect to it. Let's see if we got any information on like a release date. So it looks like the game is going to release as of right now. It's looking like it's going to release September of this year, so next month. Definitely keep up with me and the content on here so you can see when it does release, because I'm going to try to definitely get a key for it. Man, I wish you would quit knocking over my dead-gum boxes. Me and him going to have fighting words. He going to have to learn today. But if anything, you can add it to your wish list on Steam. And give it a check out. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good game in the long run. And I know the developers will be happy to see people wanting the game. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. But the way the pricing is on this game is perfect, because you can set it like that. Stocking is easy. Forgot about this back room. I keep forgetting I got the back room here. I guess because every time I start a new day, it shuts it. $126. Bam, bam. Buy that. But from what I can tell, they do have a few things to work on, but that may be worked on by the time they fully release it. As of right now, that is an issue to where it tries to click whatever's behind the tablet. It does not have controller support, so people like me with disabilities, it's kind of harder for them to do this, but that's just something that can be worked in over time. So far, my rating on this game out of a 5, I see potential, a lot of potential. But like I said, as of the prologue, I don't really see any serious bugs that are breaking, but I do see some improvements. I'll give it a 4. It's not perfect, but as far as for a prologue, like a demo thing, and that you can set stuff like this, and like I said, me personally, I give it a 4. So go ahead, pay the bills I forgot to pay. But that's just part of the issues I found. And then I didn't see a way to set the difference between just sound volume. Because in the menu, they did have some like AI generated music. So I would like a separate for sound volume and music. It's another reason I gave it a 4. So hope y'all enjoyed this. I know this is going to be pretty fun for people to try out in the future. So if y'all like the content and what I've got going over here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment what you think about it. And like I said, hopefully developers will see what's going on and see what I got working on with this game as far as what I think about it and what y'all think about it. But appreciate y'all so very much. We'll see you again next week. And I'm going to end this stream off the same way I do each and every one of them. This is not goodbye. This is not farewell, but I'll see you again. And this is Zenjazz here, and I'll see you, most definitely you, yes, you on the next one. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay positive. Don't forget, never forget, check on your friends. Again, appreciate your keymailer for this, and F13 Games, the makers of Mall Simulator 2025. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. That was a good one.